So Chuck Schumer is doing something surprising that you wouldn't expect Chuck Schumer to do. Let's throw that up on the screen, and then after I'll explain why he's doing this. Schumer says the time is now to repeal Iraq War resolution. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he will schedule a vote soon to repeal the 2002 Iraq War resolution, a proposal that has strong bipartisan support but has languished in Congress for years. Schumer announced Tuesday after a meeting of the Senate Democratic Caucus that he will move to fulfill his pledge to wipe the authorization for the use of military force from the books so that President Biden or any future president would need a new authorization from Congress to launch military operations in Iraq. It's my plan, I'm going to do his accent, it's my plan to hold a vote on repealing the 2002 Iraq AUMF. I made a commitment to have a vote on it earlier this year by the end of the year, and the time for that is now. Repealing the AUMF is also bipartisan, and I think we can get the votes we need to pass it. Oh, good, he said. He noted that Senate Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Bob Menendez and Republican Senator Todd Young are leading the bipartisan effort. The planned vote is a huge win for Senator Tim Kaine, who has been pushing for Congress to retire war resolutions that were passed nearly 2 decades ago under President George W. Bush at the start of the so-called global war on terrorism. Quote, if you leave a war authorization on the books when its purpose is expired, I call it a zombie authorization. It is legal authority out there for a president to grab and use to justify military action and bypass Congress, Kaine said. When the need for an authorization is over, we need to retire it so that it's not used by future presidents to bypass Congress. Okay, that is exactly right. And that's how Obama used it, that's how Trump used it, and that's how Biden is using it. You know, Biden's done bombings in Syria, for example, Niger, Somalia. Like, there's a number of examples where they're bombing in these places. It's like, we didn't even approve war for there, but they go, it's okay, under the global war on terror authorization for use of military force, I get to do it globally. Okay, no. But now Chuck Schumer's standing up and doing this. Some other Democrats, who, by the way, Bob Menendez is a corporate hack, and even he's in favor of doing this. It's a little surprising. Now, but here's the theory as to why he's probably going in this direction. He fears a primary challenge. I think he fears a primary challenge, somebody from his left. And, you know, you're in New York, you're a Democratic senator, and New York is pretty left. And so this is a way to try to cover his ass so that if there is a primary challenge to his left, he'd be like, I've been leading the charge on ending the war in Iraq, even after what happened in Afghanistan. I'm principled in my anti-war stance. Now, by the way, he also voted for the Iraq war. Yikes. He voted for the Patriot Act, too. So he was there for all these terrible things. It's just like Hillary Clinton, you know, like he did all these terrible things. Oh, yeah, totally. No, it's bad. So let's finish this. But I think it's purely political posturing. And I am curious to see what happens with it, though, because apparently it's being brought up as part of the military package, and it's an amendment to the military package. And if you get over 50 votes, it passes. So you would need, can you hold the Democrats on this? My guess is no. My guess is you'll get like 42 or 43 Democrats. And then, of course, there's enough of a block, definitely sizable enough block, to totally kill this. So I don't know, but it seems more like messaging. But to the extent he actually believes it, it's a good thing. To the extent any of them believe it, it's a good thing. And, I mean, it's criminal. We've been there for 2 decades, have nothing to show for it. We've wasted trillions of dollars. Hundreds of thousands or millions of people, when you include our side and the civilians on the other side, are dead. So what are we doing? I mean, and again, don't even get me started on the media. They don't cover this in any serious way at all. You wouldn't even know we're at war if you listen to the media. New York Times did a story the other day. We covered it. They're like, this is the first Veterans Day where we're not at war. We're still bombing 7 other countries. Like, but Biden got out of Afghanistan, so somehow that counts for all the countries that we were in. No, it doesn't. You fools. So I think he fears a primary challenge in 2022. He may fear an AOC primary challenge in 2022. I don't want to rain on everybody's parade, but the fact of the matter is, I don't even think she could beat him at this point. She had tremendous political capital, and in my estimation, she blew it all. And I don't fancy her chances in a Senate race. I really don't. So, bitter pill for those on the left, but, you know, there is a lesson in there somewhere. You got to go all in on the popular things and lead with those things and build your brand around those things, not around niche, lefty, subculture, identity, woke type things. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.